So let's see what's the difference between this double AND and a single AND. So okay, let's say I initialize a variable x equals 2, and now I initialize another variable boolean, and a is equals to let's say 2 is not equals to 2, and x, which is incremented, is not equals to 2. So if I see this and this is false, right? Well, 2 is not equals to 2. That statement is false. And let's see, is this false or not? So x, if it's incremented, it will become 3. So 3 is not equals to true, and that means this is true. But since this is false, a will be false too. So if I try to print a, I will get false because this is false. But let's say I try to print, okay, let's print the same line. X. By the way, as I told you that if I want to print something, I have to give a string value, right? But since one is a boolean and one is an integer, what the Java implicitly will do is will change both of these to a string. Okay, and then it will concatenate. Yeah, it will combine these strings with a space between them. So if I try to run it, I will get false and true. You might be wondering, didn't I increment x by 2? Sorry, 1. So won't it be 3 actually? Well, that's the difference between double AND with a single AND. If you try to do the same thing with a single AND, let's just, okay. If I try to run this with a, I forgot to change, okay. If I try to run this, I will get 3 instead of 2. But here, I got x as 2. Why? Well, that's what the double AND will actually do is it will see at the first thing, and it knows that this is false. But since this is false, it doesn't really have to check the second one, because if this is false, then obviously since you use AND, the whole value here will be false. So it doesn't really have to check the second one. So it will just assign false to A. So it doesn't look at this part of the code. So at this part you increment it by 1, but since you didn't see, it won't increment it by 1. But here with a single AND, even though this is false, it will still look at the second part. And since the second part you have done an operation, the x will be incremented by 1. So that's the difference between double AND and a single AND. Thank you.